Hi guys, guess this is where we are today. Before we start, just want to say hope you all are well, hope your family is well in all this terrible time that we are in. Nothing we can do about. The best we can do is try to keep safe and obviously healthy. Today, normally this is not what I do. I don't do anything online. I have a little bit of my Facebook and a little bit on Instagram. But mainly I put you guys in the frame. I don't do too many photos or too many videos of myself. It's really not my attention seeking thing. Is not what I do. So obviously I just gonna go through something that is simple, what you can do at home training wise. When it comes to, we don't have too much equipment at home and sometimes we don't need it. People think that I can't do anything because I don't really have space at home or I don't have the equipment. Obviously behind me you see some of my equipment that I always have at home, but that doesn't necessarily something that you need to have. So I'm normally, what I do, I work on one-to-one basis and it's all about you. It's about where you are in the progression. So some of your guys who have come to me, who's been with me for a long time, you have probably good strength or you have weaknesses here or strength there, and it's different from the other guys. Yeah. So what we're going to do today, we're just going to start really easy. Some of you already know this, but I'm going to go through different things. And for some of you who are home with your loved ones, this is perfect time for them to come into balance training. And when I say balance training, it is not something hippie stuff going out in the park, tying a balance line between two trees and balancing. It's more about how you move and how you can be stronger in your core region and the combination of all the muscles working together to create that balance. For some of us, it might be that you are an athlete, you want to get faster or stronger, do your technique better, then balance training is fantastic. For some of you older guys, it might be that we are not there yet, but we are around 60 years old and we know that we are going to lose our balance when we get older. It's all about that preparation for getting to that stage. And I got some 80-year-old gents also training with me, and for you guys the balance is already starting to shift a little bit. We are not as strong and not that balanced as we used to be, so it's only to just keep it going and get it back again, get stronger. So first we're going to do really nice warm up. I'm just going to start stretching my legs up like this, just basically walking on the spot. And if I don't have the mobility that I have right now, I can just walk like here. Okay, basically marching on this bit. Then I'm just gonna kick it forward a little bit, and I'm gonna just turn my hips. So just turn my hips, turn my hips, turn my hips. Okay, so it's gonna go out, out, out. Excellent. And go in. So I might switch, or I might stay on one leg. That's fine. Maybe 2 on each side, or I can do 10 each side. It doesn't really matter too much, to be honest with you. When it comes to the balance thing, I can go straight at it. I don't really need to warm up that much. It's nice and easy. It's a good warm up. It's a good finisher after a good long run, for example. So first thing we're going to do is standing with the legs shoulder width apart. Then I'm just going to lift my right leg up like this and back it down. What you are going to see is that if I have shoulder width leg with my feet and I'm going to move, I have to shift my weight to this side. The most important thing when we're doing this, think about it, is that my spine is straight. So I'm not leaning and then getting my foot up. I am moving my whole weight to this side and then my leg is coming up. Okay? Another thing we can do is stand with legs together. This is a little bit more difficult. Now I'm just going to squeeze my tummy and go straight up. Okay? You see it's not that easy, so you have to really focus. Just going to hip up. And what I'm trying not to do is flip my spine this way. No lateral movement at all. I'm just going to squeeze all the muscles in my legs, my tummy, and I'm going to go straight up here. Okay? When I'm doing this, I want to have 90 degrees on my toes, not hanging down straight there, 90 degrees up here, and 90 degrees down here. At the same time, squeezing my abs. I'm not leaning forward, not leaning backwards. I'm all straight, 100% neutral. And from here, I'm just going to keep my balance. Okay? So, two things as I did. Starting point, feet apart, and we're just going to go straight up here. As soon as I can do that, that's fantastic. Just going to go drop it back again, and I'm going to go up. Spine straight, shift weight, up and down, up and down. Make sure that you have a pause on the top, going here, 1, 2, 3 seconds, and back down. Squeeze. We've done 10 times on the right leg, and we're switching over, and we're going to lift our left one. Same thing. Up and down, up and down. What you do with your hands doesn't really matter too much when it comes to this one. I sometimes like to hold my tummy, so make sure that I'm squeezing, make sure that I'm straight and going back and down again. Up. Good. When we've done 10 times of those, shake it out a little bit. Then we're going to do our narrow. From here, just going to squeeze. And we're going to go straight up. And back down. Going to squeeze. Straight up. And down again. From the side. Hip. Squeeze. Up, down. It is vitally important that we keep our leg in 90-degree angles everywhere. Sloppiness is not good. Okay, then we do 10 times of that. Then we switch over, lifting our left leg, same thing, and down again. Up, down. Alright, so some of you might have a little bit of problem doing this. That is absolutely no problem. What you can do is take a broom or hold something like this, a wall, and just start doing this and try to do less and less balance or holding into the wall. And then when you start getting it and you get stronger, then you can step away from the wall. Okay? It's a really good way to do it. For you guys who have already been doing this one with me before and you are quite strong here, now we can start going into the mobility part. So what I want you to do is pivot with your hip outwards, or you get your knees towards that wall. And we're just going to stand here and make sure that our hip is trying to be as stable as possible. So although my leg is going out to the right, I don't want to flare my hip out. So if I do this and I start moving this one, what is happening is all the movement on my trunk and all my hips is going sideways. I really want my movement to be straightforward, but just moving my leg to the side. So I got control of my torso, I got control of my hips, my pelvis is staying where it should be, and I'm just flaring it out. And I'm squeezing and I'm holding, still got the 90-degree angle, and then back again. I can switch if I like, and I can just go out, squeeze, really focus on that hip going forward, being straight, and back again, and we're going to drop. You do those 10 times each leg. It's a really good one. If you can't do that, you just continue doing up and downs. Okay? So, next step. Normally, I can use a booster ball or other balance pads. Next time I might bring one of the other balance pads which is cheaper that you can buy online. It's a good thing. I might put a link next time, something underneath. Don't know how you do it, but I see people do it like this. But today we're just gonna straighten out our leg this way, and I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go down, straighten it out, and up. If I'm struggling with balance, it's okay. I can put my leg down here. But what you will notice, if you manage to keep your weight on one leg, the standing leg is starting to ache. Underneath the ridge of the foot is really going to start hurting. And especially for people who are like me, who are overpronating or stepping on the inside of our feet, our ridge is really weak. So what it does is strengthen that muscle that goes underneath there, and all the tendons are working like crazy, and it's really good. So we're just going to get stronger and stronger in that one. Same as the ankle is moving back and forth when we are on one leg. So giving us that chance to get stronger in that leg. So what I do when I come here is the same thing. I want my hips to be all parallel. No turning, no twisting. 100% straight, and then just sit. Okay, let's go here. If you are coming to me leg regularly, you might be able to get to this point where we're just going to pivot like this way, and we're going to go all the way there, and then we're going to go up again. Let's go there, and up again. Okay? So then you do that. If you are just started with me, or this is your first time, going up and down is probably hard enough, and that's fine. Try to do it without dropping your leg. If you have to drop your leg and reset, then you do that. But if you can have it in the air, fantastic. Because then your standing leg is starting to move, and your standing leg is starting to work really hard, and that's what we want. Okay? If you've been with me and you're ready to go all the way down here and up, and that is starting to be too easy for you, then obviously you can buy online balance pads like these. I think they cost £23 or something like that. I can obviously put that link somewhere underneath. And when you use these, the best way is to take off your shoes. To be honest with you, taking off your shoes are really important when you do balance. Normally, when I am at the gym, I don't take off the shoes because all the people who are walking around athlete's foots and all these things is not really good for everyone. So I keep them on, and also makes it a little bit easier, to be honest with you. So you get that sort of feeling that you're getting there quicker. Okay, the balance pad is brilliant. It's a cheap way to do it. I have another pad that I'm going to bring next time, as I said. It's a little bit more wobbly, also really good. More like a cushion with needles in. You've probably seen it. Really cheap, nice and easy to stand on. That's brilliant. And obviously we got the booster board that you all know. We're going to do a whole section on the booster board. Another thing that we got is the box. You don't really need to have a box. It can be a staircase and you just take a step up in the staircase. So what I want you to do is, I got a small step here. So I just want you to step up and bring your leg up and then go down again. Okay? I can either go all the way up, all the way down and then start again. Or I can go up and leave my leg on the top and just go driving up and forward. It's a good way to start moving a little bit more, get a little bit more of your heart rate going up. It's a great way to do it indoors or just in the garden. Find a rock or a bench in the park, something like that is brilliant. You don't need to do anything with that. Or I can go down and I can change my legs and do more of a aerobic exercise going there. I can even go sideways if I have the mobility, and obviously if I have a big box I can do that, but that's going to be way harder and we're just going to see where we are. So this is just a really simple, really easy way to get into balancing. Start with that and then we're going to take it further. Alright, for you who are just starting it, you're done. Maybe you can squeeze in what you've done today. If you take it easy, I always say do not rush these exercises. Make them really slow, as I did when I come here. I just really want to take my time and then come up. And always has a big long pause, 3 seconds here there. So to be honest with you, doing these exercises I've done now is probably a 25 minutes workout just by doing what we've been doing today. If you want to take it a little bit longer, then we can start adding lunges. Okay, I don't like to do squats because squats are so hard to do at home without any sort of equipment that gives you the balance, counterbalance. It's really easy to do them wrong. So what I rather want you to do is doing squats. Okay, so what we can do, we can just split our legs like this and just go down and straighten all up. So straighten up, straighten here, down and up, and really squeeze. This is also, it's going to work on your balance a little bit, and it's a great way to get starting of firing up your hip flexors, your glute, hamstring, even your calves are working at the same time. If that is too simple for you really fit guys over there, you can slide your foot backwards like this, slide, and then drive up. Okay. If it's really hard material you have like I got now, obviously you can't go against the grain, you have to go with the grain. And if that is a problem, you have sliders that you can use that will slide it a little bit easier. I'm just gonna slide back here, down, and then I'm just gonna come up. And if I go against the grain, say I'm stuck. But if you don't have a slider, don't worry about that. Use a pillow, put the pillow on the ground and just slide that. Or if you don't have a pillow like that that you can use, you have one of those fancy pillows, use a towel, tea towel, whatever, and just do it that way. Alright, this is a just easy start. Next time, show you something more that you can do at home. Hopefully I managed to do one of these videos a day, so we can just build on it together. And if you have any questions, put it underneath, send me a text, give me a call, and stay safe out there and